All right, it's that time. Time for Fox 10 Talk Sports. The fun stuff, the tie is coming off, almost off. I got the glasses on. I got my guy, Mark Malerich here. Football season's here,
Yeah,
baby.
well, Richard, the tie's not fully off because you just got off the set a minute and a half ago. And I think if people behind the scenes know, he comes off the set, he walks all the way over here, we sit down, we talk sports, and yes, football season is finally here. It's about time.
I know. Are you pumped? Okay, let's talk Sun Devils first.
Yeah.
A lot of people excited about the ASU football program, and for good reason, right? I mean, they were absolutely phenomenal last year. Burst onto the scene. What a difference a year makes.
Well,
because at this time last year, we didn't know what we had with this.
No, and honestly, the thing I'm most excited about is seeing now Mountain America Stadium full, like packed. Everybody wanting to come watch this team. I think they did a great job with season ticket holders saying, here's extra 4 tickets, bring people, let's fill this place. That hasn't been the case in years past. I mean, when I was there in the Jake Plummer era, those days, always sold out. It was the place to be on Saturdays, and it's nice that now Tempe is going to be the hub for all things sports on Saturdays. It's going to be electric.
I know, and we've gotten a taste of what this program can do, right? So now fans are expecting them to win and win convincingly. But hey, this NAU football program is pretty good. They went to the playoffs last year in their division. They won like 8 games. They've got about 23 starters coming back. They got a lot of guys, key guys coming back. They got some transfers. So I think they're going to put up a fight in the beginning, but the spread is 4 touchdowns?
Yeah.
I think ASU will eventually wear them down. And the one thing about Kenny Dillingham, he said they're not going to hold back.
Yeah, no, and I like that. I like that they're playing a competitive team, even though it's at a lower division in NAU. And like you said, it's probably going to be a little clumsy early. It's players getting the nerves out. Yeah, it's the first game, But again, they're gonna find their rhythm. They're gonna score, probably 49, 50. I mean, they're gonna score probably 6 or 7 touchdowns. But what I want to see is how the new running game is without Cam Scatteraboo. I want to see this kind of a more of a lightning approach, not as much thunder, more lightning, some speed, some quickness. And I honestly think they're going to sling the ball a lot more. Now that you have Sam Levitt, all these weapons that he has at his disposal, the offensive line, as Kenny has told us, is bigger. They're moving people around. I mean, they've got all the ingredients, and the defense has gotten a lot better too.
Right. You got to play your strengths. And I think that's Sam Levitt leading the way. And you talked about the extra tickets, and, Kenny Dillingham wants to activate the Valley. He wants to make sure that place is packed no matter who they play, whether it's NAU, TCU, or LSU, right? And he talked about that crowd and wanting them to be present for the first week of the season. This is what he had to say, some cool stuff. Listen to this.
Yeah, I hope it's like last year. I hope there's a true advantage. I hope our guys run out of the tunnel and they're like, holy cow, there's 14,000 students that you're staring at as you run out on the field after the fireworks. And then you look to the left and your right, and the crowd's packed. And I think that's the environment that's going to happen, based off ticket sales and the renewals and all that stuff. I really believe the environment on Saturdays are going to be unbelievable.
And we've seen it happen. People love a winner. When you start winning, people will start showing up. And that's definitely what the Sun Devils did last year. And they're already saying it's already almost a sellout.
Yeah, no, and I expect that. But the other thing is, look at the swag Kenny Dillingham has there. He's got the hoodie with the no sleeves, the short sleeves and all that stuff. This is what happens when you become a big-time program. It's like he's wearing something different every week. Today, at practice, he was wearing a hat that just said Sparky on it, which I've never seen before. It wasn't the logo. It said Sparky in like an aggressive text.
Right.
And it was black with and it's like, okay.
Yellow on it, yes.
There's some swag with the program now. And it's it does get you excited. And I can't wait for Saturday.
That's funny. This is how close me and this guy are. We share the same brain, because I saw that cap. I didn't tell him anything, and I saw it. I was like, man, I want that cap because, I call him Mally, but his name's Mark. Now, my mom's dog is named Sparky.
That's it.
So that would be, she named her miniature Doberman Sparky, and he thinks he's a real-size Doberman. But, yeah, that'd be a cool cap. I saw that. I was like, man, I'd like to get that cap.
Yeah, and also a little bit behind the scenes, kind of a backstory of why we are now your home of Sundelville Athletics is we had to do a pitch, and we pitched ASU, and Richard actually put Sparky, the dog in our pitch. And so we got to thank Sparky for now being the home of ASU, I guess.
Yeah, I would say he deserves a treat, but he gets a treat for going to the bathroom.
Spoiled.
He doesn't do anything. He gets a treat.
Lala takes care of him.
Yeah, my mom, Lala, short for Lala, she takes care of him, that's for sure. But yeah, the great thing about this Sun Devil program is now they have guys that are coming back.
Mm-hmm.
They have guys that know how to win, know how to lead in Sam Levitt, who's part of the Pat Tillman Leadership Council.
Mm-hmm.
And you have younger guys like that transfer from Army, the running back.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a running back by committee
Mm-hmm.
for ASU. But what I want to know, I think production-wise, they can fill with Cam Scatterboo leaves.
Sure.
Right? But who's going to be the guy to step up when the game is on the line to take over? And I think that's where it alludes to what you were talking about earlier. Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson might have to be those guys.
Yeah, no, well, and they have a great connection, obviously. But I thought one thing that was interesting going back to Camp T is Kenny purposely sat Tyson from the scrimmage and said, Sam, you got to learn how to play with these other guys. Like the transfer from Alabama, that kid is – I've never seen a kid with the quicks. ASU's never had a receiver – in short space quickness. So you have that. You have Jordan Tyson, who's the playmaker, and then McLean, who made a big play in the postseason. He's another big wide receiver that came over from Penn State. It's pick your poison. I mean, 4th and 1, Kenny's going to go for it. He doesn't care. Is he going to run the ball? Is he going to play action, throw deep like he did in one of the bowl games? It's like, how are you going to cover all this?
Yeah, you know what else that is called? Depth.
Yes.
Right? They are deep, especially in certain positions. We mentioned running back. You mentioned receiver. Yeah, here's Kenny Dillingham talking about the depth on this team.
Yeah, I definitely think our competitive depth on this team is high. I mean, if you look at our depth chart, you could argue like, holy cow, this dude would start at most places. And I think you can do that for a lot of different positions, on a lot of the parts of our team. It's like this guy could start if he were somewhere else. I think it's a testament to people wanting to be here, a testament to the players wanting to be here. But it's a positive, and it pushes each other because there's a guy behind you that can play and will play. And I think that's going to be the difference this year is I think we're going to rotate some guys to make sure we get all those guys in the field, keep guys fresh more, because I do think our competitive depth is very high.
Yeah, and it's good to keep guys fresh, right, and get a good mix. But I think when you get later in the season, you're going to see some guys separate.
Sure.
Some guys kind of own the role. And I think right now you might see a 3-headed monster at running back with the 2 Browns. They're great, right? They can catch the ball out of the backfield. Then I mentioned the kid from Army. Who do you see kind of separated themselves?
They're still going to be physical. Right. I think all 3 backs will be physical, but you have a speed element and you have a size element, but it's going to be a little different because Cam Scatterboo had that. What did they call it? The leverage where the contact balance.
Yeah.
Where
he never went down.
He never went down. So you might see more of 6 yards gets tackled or whatever, but you still may see bounce off one tackle, but then get outside and go with a little more speed. So I like more speed in the backfield for the Devils, but again, pick your poison.
Right. Right. And it's nice to have it with that home run ball, right? One running back that could take it to the house.
And like you said earlier, too, with the depth and everything, having everybody back, knowing the system, same coaches, year 2, just like Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. Now he's been with the same coordinator for 3 years. They don't have to think.
Yeah.
They've seen the play. They know what, this defense, I know what I'm doing. Go.
Right. And it helps when you got some big boys up front.
Yes.
Right? That O-line has beefed up. And you got to win in the trenches. Kenny Dillingham knows that. And he talked about that O-line. Some good stuff here.
Yeah, they've grown together. They communicate well. They're all friends. They're massive. They're big people. Like we have a big O-line, massive people. You stand behind them and you can see the size, which is positive. And they're creating movement. And we have a pretty good D-line. And at times in practice, they're creating movement. At times in practice, our defense is knocking them back. So it's back and forth, back and forth. But the key for me is you can see the times that it clicks and the combos are together and you're like, whoa, that is a powerful double team, right? And those are the things that excite me when you get into a game week is like, how many times can we create that whoa moments of, man, that was a powerful double team? Because at the end of the day, football's about moving people. Just got to move the people.
On the Saints in week 1, Spencer Rattler has been named the starter.
Yes.
Local kid, Pinnacle
We
High.
saw him here in the preseason game last year, a little bit.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense. He has a little bit more experience than Tyler Shuck. But it's going to be a young quarterback, an inexperienced quarterback, and a guy that the Cardinal D-line can get after.
And it's a game where if you're the Cardinals, you have to put your foot on the pedal early, get to him, rattle him. No offense, no pun intended. Rattle him,
Rattler.
But make it hard on him early. get a lead, play with a lead. It's a game they should win. I honestly think the Cardinals should win by double digits, but it goes back to the first game. How are you going to play with new people, new schemes, and whatnot? But, I do think the defensive line and the linebackers should have a field day.
Yeah, and they're going to have to put pressure, I think, on the opposing quarterbacks because those DBs, especially the corners, are young. But if you can help them out by make that quarterback rush, make them, hit, you get throws, while you're
getting hit. Just
a
split second earlier than they want to throw. That's all it takes.
Those guys will be all over it.
That's all it takes.
And then Darius Robinson, he told me today, it's kind of like a redshirt year for him.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Yep. It's time.
Can't wait. Yeah.
It's time.
We can't wait to talk football. We can't wait to do this again. And of course, we'll do it again next week. Same time, same place. I hope you guys keep watching because you know us. We're going to keep talking. So thanks for joining us. And we'll see you next week talking even more football as the Devils will have week 1 in the books. Have a good day, everybody.